Alright, so hello guys, welcome back. Alright, so now I'm going to share with you what is my job here in Japan. Okay, so I am an ALT. Yes, ALT. So what is an ALT? So an ALT stands for Assistant Language Teacher. Yan. So, I'm an assistant language teacher, which means to say, hindi talaga ako yung teacher one in the classroom. I am just only an assistant language teacher to the Japanese English teacher. So, there are English teachers naman na talagang naka-assign sa school. Pero even if she or he is an English teacher na yung specification niya is English, but still, since he or she is a Japanese teacher, so yung pronunciation niya is different talaga. Kung kaya an ALT is really helpful din sa class niya. Okay, so what is an assistant language teacher? So, dalawa po yung responsibility ng assistant language teacher. First, of course, isa siyang language teacher or language instructor, which means to say like magtuturo siya sa mga bata about the grammar, pronunciation, and yun, about anything about English, and also cultural ambassador. So we as language teachers or assistant language teachers, in short ALT, it's like we are opening the windows of the world for the children. Kasi parang curious din sila. When I first came here in Japan, when I introduced myself, parang the children asked me, kung yung bahay ba natin sa Pilipinas is same din sa Japan. So sinabi ko na medyo may pagkakaiba lang kasi syempre, especially sa structure, kasi syempre nagsusnow dito sa atin, mainit. Also, nagtanong din sila if may gate ba tayo sa Pilipinas. So, parang yung mga simple things like that, curious sila, which means to say wala talaga silang idea. Kasi nga, syempre, since English is very limited here in Japan, kaya yung mga napapanood nila sa TV, most probably is like all about Japan. Kung kaya hindi nila masyadong alam or hindi sila masyadong aware sa ibang bansa. So, parang ganun siguro yun. That's how I interpret it. Okay, so, well, as a language teacher, of course, we encourage the joy of communication with the students. So, yun. Nag-help kami sa kanila how to do English communication. Of course, simple English communication like how are you? I'm happy. What do you like? What sport do you like? What food do you like? So mga simple questions, simple conversation like that. Also, we help improve communicative language skills via meaningful and engaging activities and lessons. So, yun. We try to come up with fun activities. Yun, ini-insert namin yun sa lesson. Pero, depende yun. Kasi, ako talaga yung literal na assistant language teacher. Yung talagang, I don't do any lesson plans. I don't prepare any certain activities. Kasi yung teacher talaga yung gumagawa nun. So, ako talagang nag-a-assist lang ako. Parang, ikot-ikot lang ako in the classroom. Check ng mga works ng mga bata. So, I don't really do anything like a teacher one does. So, napakasimple lang talaga ng trabaho ko as a language teacher. So, if hindi ako kailangan ng teacher magsalita, tatayo lang ako dyan sa tabi or ikot-ikot ako. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. Hindi siya yung super talagang mahirap. But, just keep on encouraging them, try to show them that English is fun by providing fun activities, something like that. Kasi nga, syempre mga bata. And me kasi, by the way, I am teaching in elementary. So, some of my colleagues are teaching high school. So, depende yon kung saan ka ma-assign. But me, I think, maybe next year, I think malilipat ako sa high school, but that is not sure yet. But right now, I am working with elementary kids. Okay, so next, how many hours a day do I work? Alright, so, well, just like regular working time, I work 8 hours a day. That's from 8:10 in the morning to 4:10 in the afternoon. So since Japan is 1 hour advance in the Philippines, so that's like 7:10 Philippine time to 3:10 Philippine time. Yon, 8 hours a day din po ako nag-work. What do I do in the classroom? Alright, so what I do in the classroom is I help the Japanese teacher during English class, of course. So I help her or him with the proper spelling. So kasi sometimes the Japanese teacher hindi niya alam paano i-spell certain word, especially pag double yung S, double yung L, or IE magkasabay. So, medyo naku-confuse yung Japanese teacher dyan. So, during those times, minsan, kailangan niya talaga ng help. So, that's what I do. I try to help her or him with the proper spelling of certain word or phrases. Yun. Next, pronunciation. So, yeah. I also help the teacher how to properly pronounce the word or words for the children, and then the children are also going to follow how to properly pronounce certain word or words or phrases. So, meron kaming tinatawag na picture dictionary. Doon kami kumukuha ng vocabulary words para sa activity nila. Kaya, they need to learn how to properly say the vocabulary words properly. So that's what I do. I help them with the proper pronunciation. Okay, next. Sometimes I also help correct the teacher's grammar if necessarily. Okay, if necessary lang naman. So, and I do that discreetly kasi we are not supposed to show the children that we are correcting the teacher kasi parang napaka-offensive naman yun sa part ng teacher. That's why I do that sometimes, pasimple lang. Like, pag yung mga bata nag-uusap, then I secretly go to the teacher and, sensei, sumimasen, kore wa, blah, 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 blah. So, parang sinasabi ko sa kanya na ganito yung proper na pag-spell ng word. So, okay naman sa teacher. And if I don't have the chance to tell her during the class, I try to tell her after the class. Yan. So, next, I explain simple grammar rule to the children. Yes, very important. So, minsan di kasi alam ng mga bata paano gamitin yung a tsaka an. So, I need to explain to them how to use that properly. Also, yung may apostrophe S, yung possessive nouns, minsan hindi din nila alam paano yun gawin. So, I try to help them with that. Adding period, something like that. So, I explain them simple grammar rule lang naman. Kasi simple lang naman yung pinag-aaralan nila. So, yan. What else do? I demonstrate simple conversation with the Japanese teacher. Yan. So, say for example, yung mga bata, may activity sila right after the lesson, mag-prepare sila. They will go in pairs and then they will have conversation. Of course, we are going to demonstrate first with the Japanese teacher. I do that with the Japanese teacher first. So, like, example, the topic is what food do you like or what sport do you like? So I do that with the Japanese teacher. So we demonstrate for the children like, okay, hello sensei, what food do you like? I like spaghetti. And then we switch roles and the teacher will ask me the same question. And then after that, the children can understand what they're going to do. So yun, we demonstrate first and then the children will try to follow for their activity. So, yun. Okay, next. Do I have free time? Do I have free time? Yes. Yes, a lot. Actually, dito kasi sa Japan, usually, especially sa school ko ha, they only have 5 classes. Maximum na siguro nila yung 6, pero yung 6 usually, club activity or extracurricular activities nila yon. Hello, so good morning everyone. So today I am here staying here in this library. So I don't have a class today because my 2 classes that I am supposed to have today went somewhere else. So I am free. And yeah, I'm just trying to do something to to look busy, but actually I'm not doing anything. So like yeah, I'm just using this time to study Japanese, like anything I can find here in this library. So that's it. This is what I do in my free time. I actually have nothing to do, so I have to think of something that um, that is useful of my time, just like studying my Japanese, so I can improve my Japanese level. My Japanese speaking skill is still a little bit terrible, really terrible. So the next class here is quite noisy. So I'm so sorry if you cannot hear me very well. So yeah, this is just what I do in my normal days.
Amazing!
I'm free. So usually I have a lot. I only have 3 or 4 classes a day, di ba? I have to stay at school for 8 hours, pero 3 classes lang ako. Minsan, 1 class a day lang talaga ako. So, I have a lot of free time. Like, almost every day talaga. I have a lot of free time. So, what I do sometimes, yun, nagsastudy ako ng Japanese ko. Kasi, terrible talaga yung Japanese ko. I study, or sometimes I go around the school, whatever. Anything that I can do to make myself busy. So, I have a lot of free time talaga. Like, I have 4 to 5 hours free time a day. Talaga. Seriously. Wow! So for me, being an ALT is really like a dream job. A dream job siya for me kasi nga hindi siya yung super hirap na trabaho. Super easy lang niya. Alam mo yon. Tapos you have a lot of free time na makapaggala. Kaya gala ako ng gala because actually I have a lot of free time. Alam mo yan, yung hindi ka busy-busyhan, tapos wala din akong prepare na lesson plans or any activities unless I want to prepare. So, yun, kaya I have a lot of free time. So, it's like a dream job. Napaka-easy niya, napakadali talaga. Hindi siya yung super mahirap na trabaho. Hindi siya yung super stressful na trabaho. And at the same time, bilang English teacher ka sa school, so you are not expected to speak Japanese to the children or to the teacher. Kasi nga, your job is to train or to encourage everybody to speak English. So in that way, because of that, hindi kami talaga ni-require na mag-study ng Japanese. But of course, we are trying to learn to study Japanese. Basic Japanese for our own, personal use. Kasi sometimes, mahirap din pag hindi ka marunong talaga mag-Japanese. Kaya, yan. So, but in school, even if you can't speak Japanese really very well, it's okay. Hindi talaga siya super required. Hindi din. Kasi nga, nasa contract namin or nasa do's and don'ts talaga ng work namin na do not speak Japanese at school, which mean to say dapat English lang talaga. So yun, kaya hindi siya yung super nakaka-pressure talaga if hindi ka marunong mag-Japanese. So I'm going to show you the sample books that I use in school. So this is for my grade 5 class. So here in this book, so this is the sample conversation. Like, how do you spell your name? So Emily, Emily. So ito lang talaga yung book na ginagamit namin for grade 5. Yan, simple lang siya. Yun. And also, ito. So, about China, yun. Meron din mga videos every end of the unit about different countries. Yun, China, ito Korea. So, because, of course, part of learning English is to, like what I have said a while ago, to be knowledgeable, or to be informed of other countries' culture and practices, food, something like that, everything or anything about their countries. So ito, yan. So ito, Australia, Thailand, ito New York, Egypt, yun. So Italy. So these are the contents. So, or this is the content of the book for grade 6. And we are also using, this is their picture dictionary. So this has vocabulary words ng mga food, drinks, ano pa ba? Jobs. So, animals, yun. So, para maging familiar yung mga bata sa mga English words. So, these are our materials for our class. Napakadali lang niya. So, if you're in ALT, hindi ka talaga super hihirapan. Kasi nga, basic lang talaga siya. So, that's it, guys. Ayun, so yun guys, that is my job as an ALT here in Japan. So, masaya siya, hindi siya nakaka-stress, hindi din siya nakaka-pressure. Well, sometimes malungkot, of course, especially if may problems ka sa Philippines, diba? Tapos malayo ka, then may corona pa ngayon. But, apart from that, being an ALT is a really very, very interesting job, fun job, and easy job. Yes. So, kaya, if you are a teacher, tas dyan, hintay ka pa ng hintay ng ranking mo sa Philippines, why not? Why not try your luck here in Japan? Mag-e-enjoy ka na sa work mo, mag-e-enjoy ka pa kakagala sa Japan. You know, guys, I'm not trying to tell you na leave Philippines for good. I mean, you can go back to Philippines anytime. Kasi nga yung contract ng ALT is 1 year lang. So if you want to stay, then you can renew. But if you don't want to stay after a year, then go home. No pressure. Hindi ka pipilitin ng company. So that's it, guys. Alright, so well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my storytelling. It's quite long. Pero that's my sentiment about my job. So yeah. Wow! I hope you already have idea of what is my job or what am I doing here in Japan. Alright, so in my next video, maybe I will be sharing with you the documents or certain certificates that I have prepared before coming here in Japan. Yun, so i-share ko din sa inyo kung ano yung agencies na pinag-applyan ko, so that you will also have idea. Alright, so thank you for watching, guys. See you in my next video. Bye!